What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nate, coming at you once again with another video. I have to speak on this topic. It's going viral. Everybody's talking about it. So I got to jump in and give my 3 cents. The issue and the altercation that T.I. had with his son. And it's horrible. Horrible. And I'm noticing past couple of years, it just seemed like it's just a lot of disrespect towards these black fathers, particularly these celebrity black fathers, from their kids, primarily their sons. 50 Cent had issues with his son. Master P had issues with his son. Kirk Franklin had issues with his son. Boosie had issues with his daughter. And most recently, the T.I. situation. Now, people will say and argue, hey, Nate, you don't know what those fathers did. You don't know what those fathers did. Those fathers probably wasn't there for their sons. Those fathers probably abused their kids. You don't know what their fathers did. And you're right. I don't know what their fathers did. I don't. I do know this. Because of their fathers, these certain kids were able to have a certain type of lifestyle that they wouldn't have had if their fathers weren't who they were. Now, when it comes to mothers, whether the mom is a good mom or a terrible mom, especially in the black community, we've taught, don't disrespect your mom. No matter what she does, no matter what your mom does, don't disrespect her. Do we do that in the black community when it comes to fathers? Especially fathers that were there. I've never heard, no matter what your dad does, don't disrespect your dad. I've never heard that. Never heard that. I don't hear that preached. I mean, come on. It was a lyric in Tupac's song. Even though you was a crack fiend, mom, you're still a black queen. Really? Your mom was a crack fiend, but she's still a black queen. Can we say that about our fathers? Can we make a song about that? Hey, Dad, you're a crackhead, but you're still a black king. That crap only works when it comes to women. You're abusive, you wasn't there, but you're still a black king, Dad. And what I see in general, sometimes as men, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I hear guys complaining about their fathers for working too much. My dad worked too much. Your dad don't work enough. My dad didn't work that much. We were poor. No matter what a man does, sometimes I wonder, is it worth having kids as a man? The disrespect is ridiculous. A mom could abandon their kids in and out of relationships, bringing strange men around their kids. And they still get a pass, the benefit of a doubt. But a father...
There's a 5-minute slowdown in 3 miles. You are still on the fastest route.
But when a father, it's a loving father, or a father that's there, a father who trying the best he can, they'll say, well, what did you do to your kids? Were you there? Maybe you did something to them. So anyways, I'm digressing from my original topic of this video. So T.I.'s son, I forgot this kid's name. I think his name King Harris. He was on the show, the T.I. Tiny show that they had, the reality show. I actually like that show. His son's a rapper. His son's sitting in, hanging out hanging out, Atlanta Hawks, hanging around professional athletes. I just can't get my words out off the chart. But he would have never got all of that if it wasn't for his father. And yeah, T.I. has had his troubles with the law. So has his wife. Was there disrespect towards her? Any altercations towards her? No. If there was an altercation between a son and his mother, no matter what the mama did, they would automatically come to the mom's defense. Why is it like that when it comes to the fathers? Why the disrespect towards the fathers? Well, fathers, you were there. And if your father is so bad, if your father is so horrible, separate yourself from him. You don't have to disrespect him. You young kids who are living with your parents, even if you're not living with your parents, there should not be any disrespect towards your father nor your mother. If you have issues with your parents, you separate yourself from them. Move out. You leave. But you don't have to disrespect them. If you're living at home and you're having issues with your fathers or issues with your mom, you go work 2 jobs. You go work 3 jobs and get roommates. Do what you have to do to separate yourself from your parents if they're that bad or if they're abusive or if they're harming you or whatever. You're an adult and, your parents talking crazy. More than likely, your parents want you out the house. That's what it is. Sleep in your car. That's what I did. I was at a down bad at one point. My mom's like, you can move back in. I'm like, nah, I'll sleep in my car. I'll make this work. No disrespect to my mom. I love my mom, but I'm like, I'll make this work. And I did. True story. I was sophomore year, high school. I was going to a private school, modern day, prestigious private school in Orange County. This is the 90s. So baggy clothes was the style. Private school, you wore these short shorts. This is before it was cool. Short shorts and a polo shirt. I remember in the morning, pull my pants down. My dad was telling me, my shorts down. My dad was telling me to pull my shorts up. I wasn't listening to him, and I was talking back to him. And as I was talking back to him, I was pulling my shorts down. My dad said, hey, pull your shorts up. Said something smart to him, pulled them down. My dad had asked me, I want to say 3 or 4 times. I can't remember. I was just mouthing off to him, pulling my shorts down, being disrespectful to him. My dad, black belt in judo. If you guys go to N7, Boxing Champ 7, whatever my dad's YouTube channel is, his boxing channel. My dad's boxer, former boxer in judo, black belt in judo. I think he was on the wrestling team, I believe. All of a sudden, my dad, who was a young father, because I was 15, so my dad was in his 30s. All of a sudden, my dad grabbed me and put me in the Cobra clutch and took me down to the ground and whispered in my ear and said, I told you to pull your shorts up. Stop being disrespectful. Solved that. I was upset, frustrated, mad, of course. And my mom wasn't there to say, hey, no, don't leave it. No, my mom was like, you talk back to your dad, that's what you get. Pulled my shorts up. Didn't talk back to my dad the rest of that year. to this day, I have a great relationship with my parents. I didn't try to fight them back. I didn't call 911. I shouldn't have been talking back to my dad. Especially if you have a father. Well, really, you should be talking back to your dad, whether your dad's a millionaire or not. But if your dad provided a lifestyle for you and gave you a platform, you should be appreciative of the father that you have, because most black kids, they daddies run off. Some kids have lost their fathers. I don't know the full details of the altercation, but I think T.I. was saying, you're spoiled. You're brought up with the silver spoon in your mouth. And his son started popping off, talking about he this, he that, he this, he that. I saw what the son was saying online. He sounded like a spoiled, obnoxious, bratty little kid who's trying to act hard. A typical black, well-off kid trying to act hood. As black men, we're not perfect. People want to hold black men to this unrealistic pedestal. We got to be Superman. Yet the women can be below average. They're still treated with respect. You treat your father with respect. They want a super Negro. You want a perfect father, speak perfect English. He's cool, he's cultured, he's this, he's that, he's this. Got the world on his shoulders, had to overcome all these obstacles. Stayed with your crazy mama. Got kids from previous relationship, and you want to talk crazy to them. And you wonder why certain men, we do what we do. I've been wanting to make a video like this for the longest. And I had a video with Boosie and his daughter. I'm like, I'm not going to go at her like that. Bought his daughter a Mercedes Benz. My daddy wasn't there. Join the club. Most fathers are not there. And most moms are not there too. You see them talking crazy about the mama? I used to work in the psych homes. Most of those kids were abandoned by their mothers. That goes unsaid. Nobody will speak on that. They're still black queens. They're still queens. Queen, queen, queen. Anytime a woman does something wrong, they blame the man for it. Well, if the man wouldn't have left, mama had babies by different guys. That's probably why he left. Your mama's a hoe. Oh, we can't say that, can we? Ooh, can't say nothing bad about women. But we can disrespect fathers. Gee, I wonder why men don't want to get married and have kids anymore. This is what they got to go through. I thank my father for being there. Thank you for being there. My dad taught me two things. Well, a few things, more than two things. Be respectful towards women, love God, and respect yourself. That's all he needed to teach me. My dad's not there to hold my hand and baby and coddle me. I showed you what you have to do. Now get out and get it on your own. I don't have to disrespect him. I don't have to talk crazy about him, especially putting it on social media. Your dad's not supposed to be there. Your dad's not supposed to be your friend. The double standards. I'm talking about for all men. Not just black men, but for men in general. The men who are there. The men who are good fathers to their kids. Who do the best that they can. I'm giving a clap and a shout out to all men. Black men, white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Good fathers don't get enough respect. Good men don't get enough respect. All you have is a bunch of people complaining about the deadbeats and the losers out in the streets. And focus on them. Especially as a successful black man, successful black men gotta hear, if you successful, you either want a white woman or you're gay. So a successful black man means absolutely nothing. He's an Uncle Tom, he wants a white girl, or he's gay. Black woman, oh, she's strong and independent. Wow, really? Father does something. Was he there? What he do to his kids? Gotcha. And the younger men, they're watching all of this. They want no parts of a relationship. They don't want to be married. They don't want kids. I think I ran it enough, your boy Nate. I'm out.